Congressman Schilling, with the deficit super committee work about to be wrapped up, and it's not looking very good they'll pass anything, what do you think about the Mack penny plan for deficit reduction, which would cut government spending as a percentage of GDP 1% a year until it's 18%, cap it there, balances the budget by the end of the decade, and cuts $7.5 trillion from the deficit?
I like the what I've seen so far on the Mack plan is a pretty decent plan. The one thing that we've got to keep in mind is some of the things that are put into the structure for bringing down our defense spending, which any wasteful spending has to be cut. But right now, I think we've got to be careful. And the Mack plan would go in and really hit the Department of Defense pretty heavily. So, I talked to Mack, and he's got some good ideas there. So I think what we got to do is figure out a way to tweak it to where it really would be more, to where we don't have to hollow out our defense.
All right. But as a general concept, you do support it.
I do like the idea that he's got there because it's a simple. We need simple solutions, and I think that we've got so many things. That's the thing in Washington. What we constantly see happening is they constantly come through with all these complex solutions. We could have some simple solutions. Something that kind of levels the playing field, similar to what he's talking about here.
Earlier this week, several millionaires were on Capitol Hill asking to have their taxes raised. A reporter with the Daily Caller went up and asked many of them a question if they would voluntarily contribute more money to the Treasury Department to pay down the deficit and debt, and none of them would do that. What do you have to think about that?
That's those guys were just being honest. They're just working for George Soros and the other folks to try to villainize anybody that's been successful in America. I think the key thing here is that to know that if you want to send in extra money, you can do it each and every year. It's tax deductible. Matter of fact, there's a bill that's floating around right now that puts it right on the front line of your 1040 form, to where you can go right there and say, hey, I want to check this off. I want to give, like those rich guys. I saw that interview also. If they wanted to give $100,000 extra, tax deductible, it'd really be a good help for them, and then also for the country. So these guys, they're talking about, we're talking about two different stories. Some folks are talking about capital gains, and some are talking about earned income. And most of these guys that say that, I don't pay any taxes, well, it's because they haven't sold their stocks. They don't have any earned income. Some of the millionaires and billionaires that are for higher taxes. So I think the big thing is to understand that, basically 50% of Americans do not pay taxes. And to put those guys on the spot, when I saw that, they said, would you like to pay some more now? No, we don't. Case in point, they're not willing to. They're there just to continue pitting one class of people against the other.
What you're doing here today?
So I'm here arguing in favor of higher taxes on the wealthy. I'm one of the wealthiest 1%. In fact, I'm considerably higher in the hierarchy than that. And
that's great.
I think we should be paying more of our fair share. There's a lot of talk about shared sacrifice, but I haven't actually seen anybody asking the people who benefited the most from the policies that led to the deficit, the wealthy.
Okay, well, now is your chance. I have the Department of Treasury right here, the donate page. Would you like to donate a few $1,000s? $10,000?
No, I wouldn't.
Would you guys be willing to donate to the Department of Treasury?
Individually?
Yes.
No. We believe...
Would you?
No, individually. I'm very philanthropically active.
So you don't want to donate to the Department of Treasury?
I don't always claim all the deductions I can, so I probably pay higher taxes than theoretically I could. But I don't think that we can solve the problem just with deductions, just with contributions.
I have right here the Treasury Department's website where you can donate money to help reduce the public debt. Would you be willing?
Donate money?
I'm not part of the 1%.
Well, that's okay. You can donate money just as well as I can. Do you think that'll help?
Well, I'm not here asking for higher taxes. You are, though, right?
That's right.
So I have right here
on people who can afford them.
Like yourself.
That's right.
So right here I have the donation page. All you need to do is put in your credit card number and you can donate to the government.
That is not going to help anybody.